Great exercises, man. Those are one-handed swings, finished with a snatch. Anyway, True Power Trump and Fitness. Welcome to a wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life's good. Anyway, let's get right to it. A little dry today. You saw the thumbnail. Emails from the front lines. All right, let's honk. I haven't played a note. Ace, the first notes of the day. Let's see what we got, and then we'll talk about the emails. I was seriously locked in, man. My chops have been feeling awesome lately. Actually, the E's, F's, and F sharps above double C have been pretty consistent, man. Pretty consistent. If those weren't the first notes of the day, I might have tried to go a little higher for you. But anyway, neither here nor there. Now, guys, I get deluged with emails. And that's fine. I get, 3 to 5 comments for the most, depending on the subject, 3 to 5 comments on the actual comment section on the vid. I get at least 4 or 5 times that, depending on the subject, for emails. And guys, that's fine. I have no problem with people not wanting to give their deepest, darkest secrets on a comment board. I get it. So the emails are fine. It's always the email on the end of, at the end of each video. All right? Now, let me read one that, guys, I'm telling you, this is so common. This is so common, and it ties right into what we were talking about yesterday with the lip cam and all that. Okay? So common. Here we go. Won't use his name, of course. An older gentleman, comeback player type thing, and you get the scenario. Ralph, the mouthpiece is good. He just got a 1SB. If I can master it. When I first play for the first few minutes or so, it's great. But something happens. Maybe my lips are swelling. I can't get any air through. It's like I have to blow with everything I've got just to get a squeak. Forget a centered tone. I just have to give up and walk away. That's absolutely the right thing. Okay? Anyway, goes on to say, I've been going back to the beginning on my TCE exercises, but not sure they are working. We'll get to that in a minute, too. Just trying to give you an idea of where I'm at. On the other hand, I squeaked out a G the other day, but what good is that if I can't get more consistent playing results? There you go. Anyway, I need help. My chops closed down. I can't play after a few minutes. And I have to switch back to my 5C to work on anything and get a sound. Okay? Now, textbook. Guys, I'd never heard him play. Until yesterday when I gave him his complimentary lesson with the mouthpiece, I wouldn't know what he looks like. I wouldn't know what he looks like. Okay? Never heard him before. But I could tell you what was wrong. Most of you that are fluent in the system could tell me what's wrong right there. Right? Now, what happens is this. There's good news and there's bad news. We'll start with the bad news. The 1SB does not allow you to play incorrectly. It shuts right off. All right? That's the bad news. The good news is the 1SB doesn't allow you to play correctly. It shuts right off. Guys, your curse is your dream. Guys, that is the greatest, not only the best mouthpiece in the history of brass, it is also the best training mouthpiece in the history of brass. Okay? Now, here's the deal in a nutshell. If these are our two lips, okay, here's the tongue here, forget about that for a minute. These are the two lips. That is the optimum vibrating position. Both lips are together, right at the center, right at the pitch. And you just place the mouthpiece on. Okay? That's where yesterday comes in. And we'll get back to that in a second. The minute you start to collapse into the cup is such that your lips, even the slightest collapse, hit bottom and it shuts off. You can't play stretched and collapsed. You saw the mouthpiece yesterday on the lip cam. That's the only way you can play those mouthpieces is collapsed. That's the only way it works. Okay? And you better have a C trumpet around if you want it to work too. All right? Now, back to us. Here we are. The minute you start to collapse. Now, what causes the collapse? The chicken or the egg? Usually it's tight corners that ultimately cause the break. The tongue can go back, and for a period of time, you can keep playing with pretty good results. But ultimately, you have to stretch if the tongue is not holding it in. And number 3, don't overblow. Now, he was not overblowing until after about 15, 20 minutes, he really started making progress. Everything started to vibrate. And all of a sudden, he started to feel great. He started to overblow. So I had to hold him back on 3 fronts. Okay? But once he got going, it got better and better and better. Now, once it started getting better, we started to push the envelope with the range. A flats and A's above the staff. All of a sudden, he starts shutting off. He says, that's what I was talking about. See, you hear that? Yeah. Because of the A flats and the A's, you stretched and you collapsed into the cup. It's textbook, guys. It's textbook. And that guy that was playing on the lip cam yesterday couldn't get one note out of a 1SB. That does not mean something's wrong with the mouthpiece. That means your playing style at the moment does not fit the mouthpiece. Now, he also studied with another person, TCE. Guys, if you want to learn this, please get in touch with me. Guys, first of all, this Cluck, I'm not going to name names, sent him one of his mouthpieces. So immediately, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. These mouthpieces, I played them before, they're garbage. Okay? And these are guys that took 1 or 2 lessons at the most from Jerry 20 to 25 years ago. Now, anybody that knows Jerry, he never sat still from today until tomorrow, much less 25 years. The TCE that they are teaching is so antiquated, it's not even close. He just threw money out the window. Okay? And I strongly suggest get it here. Now, there's a handful of guys that are just as well versed in this as I. Perico will answer any question if you want to email. And I'm not going to, don't deluge him with emails. I didn't mean to do that. But he doesn't teach. He'll answer, he tells me, I'll answer questions, but I won't teach. Okay? Nick Drozdov knows it very thoroughly at this point, doesn't like to teach, feels uncomfortable, doesn't think he knows it as well as he knows it, and he sends them all to me, which is fine, Nick, thank you. But at some point, be my guest. Be my guest. Reap the fruits of your labor. And the other one is a college kid, Jacob. He knows it as well as anybody else. Now, there's some other guys that know pretty well, but what happens is, guys, yes, they put their little old brand on it, and they cherry pick certain things, and then they say, well, we don't do that. Guys, it's not what Jerry was teaching. It's just not. And if that's what you want, guys, you have to come here. You just have to. I'm not trying to get more work. I'm just not. But, guys, this is so common. Now, genius, Maurice Andre, Harry James, Horst Fischer, genius, talent, James Morrison, John Faddis, I mean, total musical recall, perfect pitch. I mean, genius. I can't teach you genius. That comes from the big cheese, as Mel would say. Ace, the big cheese. That, now, I can teach you the physical. Anybody can do that. As long as there's not a physical deformity, anybody can do that. But the only way I guarantee it, and I do guarantee it, and the only time I will guarantee it, you guessed it, with a 1SB. All right? Anyway, guys, get in touch with me. I'm super busy, but I'll find time. If you're sincere about this and you want great chops, get a mouthpiece, take your free lesson, get on board. You'll see. One lesson is all it takes. You'll feel progress. Even this guy yesterday, as frustrated as he was, could see how it would work. Okay? So don't take mouthpieces or advice from charlatans. Anybody, guaranteed. I'm the only one, Vacchiano, anybody. Guarantee the chops. Unless there's a physical deformity, I guarantee it. All right? All right. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables that'll live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.